have got the same background. Why is she sitting in the same place? Switch it up. Do something different. We're bored of seeing the same glass bottles. Guys, girl has a full-time job and she's only got one day to film like 4 videos. So that is why I am in the same place and I'm wearing the same jewellery and I have the same makeup and I look the same and my hair is the same because it is the same day. What's the face for? Why are you judging? Smile. Let's get started. So today we're going to be doing a trend prediction, but this one is a little bit different. These are things I've heard no one talking about yet, but I am certain that will trend, and you heard it here first. Okay, first up I wanted to talk about winged / sleeveless jumpers. Literally obsessed. Giving Cheryl Cole. Fight for this love. Honestly, I do think at some point we're going to see the resurge of this, like these old trends coming back. In fact, today I heard Emma Chamberlain say on her podcast she's here for infinity scarves. That one has not crossed my mind yet, but I see the practicality in it, but I don't know if I like the look of it. But also, can I just say, I typed in on Pinterest winged jumpers and this picture came up. Firstly, horrendous, but honestly I wanted to include it because I would not be surprised if like I saw Addison Rae wearing something like this on her Instagram. I know Knee High have some, I think they've got 2 on their website that I could find, but really cool like sleeveless hoodies. Actually, I wanted to mention this picture which I'm going to be bringing up in many of my videos. It's the most beautiful outfit. I don't know what drew me to it, more specifically the picture, everything about it, but I wanted to talk about it. It's from the Dolce & Gabbana 2002 spring fashion show, but I loved it for 3 reasons. The first reason is because the sleeveless hoodie is a big slay. Secondly, the bloomers mixed in with like the colour palette, like the butter yellow and pink, like literally obsessed with. And the third reason is the girl in the background, which I will talk about in a minute. But this is giving like street dance, like Justin Timberlake, who else? Justin Bieber maybe, like who else? I feel like Chris Brown would be the type of guy to wear it as well. But let me say, when this starts to resurface, you heard it here first. I think the reason why I wanted to say this is because we've been seeing hooded dresses, so it wouldn't be like a total shock for these to come back. Anyways, okay, next one we've got clashing pastel colours. Now we've all heard about the butter yellow, the greys, the baby blues, but I wanted to talk about something that's like in my head, like the same font but like a different, like no, the same font but like a different version. Do you know what I mean? And I haven't heard anyone say this, but let's go back to that Dolce & Gabbana look that I was talking about a minute ago. And the third reason that I love this so much, well, this picture specifically, is because the girl at the back, and I want to do a video literally breaking down this whole look because I was on the website looking at all the looks, obsessed, so I'll do that at some point. But anyways, look at the colour, like the colours at the top, the pastel tones, it just goes so well. I found a few more examples I'll put on screen as well. And again, the shoes that the girl was wearing reminds me of like the blue and yellow colourway Adidas I talked about in my trend prediction video. So honestly quite reminiscent. Like this show is very now, so if you're interested in that sort of stuff, go and look at it. There's a few more colourways that I wanted to talk about. The first one being brown. Now obviously we've seen brown done in like 2021 and 2022 in like a really ugly kind of way, but more recently we've been seeing brown in the way I wear brown, through like handbags, boots, belts, but not like, you'll never catch me wearing like a brown top or like brown trousers. But I do think we're going to be seeing like brown in more of a bold way. For example, pink and brown, blue and brown, butter yellow and brown, but like very harsh lines, nothing in between, like belts breaking it up, like a harsh line, you know. I just think that's really pretty. And on Pinterest I've seen With Jean do these 2 versions of their tracksuit. The first one is in brown and red and the second one is pink and khaki. I think these are good examples of how it can be done like more subtly, but I do definitely like the harsh look. You either get it or you don't. Now, I want to start by saying there was minimal inspo for this, but let me land. You guys might hate me for saying this, but denim jackets with hoods. I've been thinking about these a lot recently and I'm starting to actually want one, so I may just get one. But with like the 2000s vibe coming back in more of a ugly, harsh kind of way, I do think like there will be a resurgence of this very soon. I mean, with like indie sleaze coming back, making a comeback, does this fall under indie sleaze? Maybe not, but I feel like it could. Now, the next thing I want to talk about that I haven't heard anyone say, and I don't even know if I'm saying this right, is like the Shanghai top detail. I really don't know what else to call it, but I just want to start by saying, like, firstly, someone tell me if like wearing styles like this is cultural appropriation. I don't think it is, because I'm not calling someone's culture a trend, but more like a specific aspect in the culture, just highlighting like the beauty of it, do you know what I mean? And this detail specifically, I just think is so timeless. And well, obviously it's timeless, but yeah, I really like that. It kind of reminds me of like those coats that you'd wear to school from Gap with the little, I don't even know what that thing is called, you know what I mean? It reminds me of that, but just more of a elegant, more interesting to look at version. I think the fireman's clasp, obviously it's different to the Shanghai top detail style, but I just thought I'd kind of include it in the same category. Really fun little detail, and I love jackets with like that's just, it just looks more interesting. Bows, hear me out. More specifically, sewn on bows. Look, we've all seen the bows. You guys know I'm a lover. I do really like bows. Honestly, I can't imagine myself getting bored of them. But maybe in more like high fashion, I reckon we're gonna see like sewn on bows. Like 2D? No, 1D? 1D? Or not, like 2D. Like flat, you know what I mean? Like sewn on. There's this beautiful Acne Studios dress I saw like a year or so ago. It's kind of stuck in my mind, but it reminds me of this. Next one I want to talk about. I haven't seen anyone say this specifically, but I've seen people say things that look similar to this, but spray on lace, hear me out. Like bleach lace, I don't even know what you want to call it, like indie sleaze vibe. Like it reminds me of like stuff you would wear again, like in your childhood. I really don't know, but I see this being a thing 100%. And it's definitely something that you can like so easily DIY yourself as well. One of these days I want to do like a DIY video, but I'm really about ease when it comes to fashion. Like, I don't know, for me to do a whole DIY stitch, it's just not me, but maybe, who knows. Okay, next one, check print. And I'm so sorry if this is already a trend, but I haven't actually seen anyone specifically saying this yet. Obviously we've seen like gingham and pinstriped, and like we saw like tartan skirts a few years ago, but more in like the colorways that I mentioned earlier, like maybe more browns and pinks. Although this isn't checkered, I mean the colorway of the only thing I can think of is the brand Tom's Trunks, and I've got some of their trousers. Beautiful quality, such a sustainable brand as well if you're looking for some good comfy clothes. But their colorway really reminds me of how I see it in my head. I don't know if this is like a thing, so tell me if it is and I'm just being silly. Okay, the next one I wanted to talk about is a trend that has my beloved. Actually no, I'm not even going to call this trend, because although like big fashion houses are doing it, we're obviously not seeing like your average Joe and Sarah walking down the street wearing like all these crazy mixed textures. I hope maybe to see like more of that. But yeah, I don't just mean like a lace skirt over jeans, I mean like really going for it, but I don't know. Okay, next up on my list is long crochet jorts. I don't want it to give coastal grandpa vibes, that's not the vibes I'm talking about, but more, I don't know, just not that vibe. But things like Philly crochet long bloomers, like lace jorts, I just think this is so fun. I mentioned in one of my other videos about like lace and crochet paneling as well. But yeah, really pretty and flattering, especially summer's around the corner now. Actually here in the UK, summer is not around the corner. These, called thermal socks. Okay, next one that I wanted to mention, just because, is holding your bag under your arm. Now, I don't actually know if you can call this a trend, but I mean like holding like a big clutch, not like a little clutch, like a big clutch just under your arm. I reckon we're gonna see this more in like high fashion brands, not to mention Coach, but I reckon like they would be the type of brand to do something like this. Like with the whole bag on bag, things on bag, this like messy bag look where you like throw it on the floor, this whole trend. This is just like the next evolution, is that the right word? The next evolution of this like beaten up bag look. But yeah, I haven't seen it really, but I'll be excited when I do. Anyways, that's all I have for this video. Honestly, I could definitely do like a part 2 of this, so let me know if you do want me to do a part 2. Make sure you guys follow me on my socials. I'll be posting a lot these days, so make sure you guys subscribe. And I have some fun videos I'm so excited about. And I need to do another styling video. I'm so sorry, I've only got one out there. But yeah, that's it. Have a good day and I'll see you later. Bye.